Hello, I'm Commissioner George Borrell, and I want to tell you a little bit about my high school experience. Let's see if I can remember that far. Well, the two things that I do remember is Mrs. Fordham and taking a sewing class. And I was very, very good at the sewing class. I actually could sew without a pattern. But at the time, my parents thought that that's not the way that I should go. Now, in hindsight, I had two uncles that were sewers, that were tailors, and I had an aunt that was in retail, and I ended up being a fashion stylist. So go figure. Second, I remember Mrs. Fordham from my journalism class. Mrs. Fordham was so unique. She was not like the rest of the teachers. Like, she got to know all of us individually on a personal basis in school. And she was no nonsense. Like, you couldn't be late, and you couldn't talk unless your hand was up. And she was tough as nails, but she loved journalism. And it was my favorite class. I was a student who was very shy. I didn't fit in, or I felt like I didn't fit in. I was different. There was something about me that I felt not a part of. And so I just kind of went down with my head down and, just kind of went to class. But in thinking back, those were some really good formative years. That was my foundation. Overcoming my shyness, still going to class, figuring out what it was that I love. Although my parents said that that's not the path that they wanted for me, I still had that dream. And I dreamed every day. From that time to this, I'm 58 years old, and I still dream every day. And I think about Miss Fordham, and I think about my sewing class. Oh yeah, and there was one other teacher, Mrs. Cash. Mrs. Cash taught an English literature class. I don't remember so much about the class, but I remember when we would have our Thanksgiving football games, she always had a fabulous mink coat on with a corsage. Now listen, it didn't matter if it was 20 degrees that Thanksgiving or 70 degrees. Miss Cash had that fur coat on with her corsage. And it's so funny about the things that you remember, but most importantly for you who are listening and viewing, figure out what it is that you love and do best that you would do for free, as well as what you do that other people may be doing that you do differently. Once you identify what you do and how you do it differently, half of the battle is won. Continue to dream, continue to learn, travel. You can do it because somebody's got to take my place. Good luck, Godspeed.